Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Whisper Dunes in Panama City Beach for 2023. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. In this video, we're going to go through what happened in 2023 with pricing in the real estate market, specifically in Whisper Dunes, and then look ahead at some pricing trends to see where things may be headed in 2024. Before we get into the pricing, if you're thinking of selling in 2024, whether it's Whisper Dunes or if you own real estate anywhere else in the country, if you have friends or family that you care about, that you want to give them some information if they potentially are selling, I've got something I want to share with you that we're going to be talking about a lot this year. So it's not a surprise that selling really anything in 2024 is different than selling 20 years ago. When I first started selling real estate 20 years ago, we were just on the cusp of using professional photographers, believe it or not. We weren't really even getting into websites yet, all those kind of things. Check out a few statistics, though, we're going to be talking about a lot, especially when we're in a market that's a little bit softer. Real estate listings that are marketed with videos receive 403% more inquiries than those without. And what you're looking at here is a little sneak peek of a campaign we're going to be running this year. So it's not finished yet, so you'll see a few spell checks, spell errors, and grammatical errors. We're working on that. But anyway, real estate listings marketed with video receive 403% more inquiries than those without. We could stop right there to talk about it, and you get the importance of, if you're going to sell a house or a condo, whatever it is, make sure you have video in your marketing. You'll receive 403% more inquiries. A couple more statistics for you. 75% of home buyers consider a virtual tour to be a significant factor in their decision-making process. And another big one, 51% of home shoppers use YouTube as their number one, this will have an E when we get it corrected, as their number one destination for research. Think about that for a minute. 51% of people who are going to buy a home will use YouTube as their number one source or platform for research. So all I want to stress to you today, make sure that whether it's you or anybody you care about, that they have, not only are they getting professional photography done, but it's professional videos, it's professional 3D tours. It's really simple. All these platforms, Google, number one search engine, YouTube, number two search engine, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they all put a really, really high priority on video content. There's so much other content out there already that it's a simple fact that videos are now given more importance. People want to watch videos more. They want to consume that. The statistics on video consumption are insane. So make sure you have that integrated in your marketing. It's as simple as, once you have video and 3D content, it gets populated out on the internet, so you're seen more often. That's the simple fact of why these properties receive 403% more inquiries. All right, enough of that. I'm beating a dead horse. Let's get to some numbers for you. We're going to split Whisper Dunes into two. We're going to look at statistics in sort of two categories. We're going to start with the attached single family units. Obviously, attached and detached will have some subtle differences. So the attached units, we'll start by looking at months of inventory. Remember, months of inventory in real estate, 5 or 6 months of inventory represents a neutral, balanced market in real estate. Anything over 6 months of inventory means we're drifting into buyer market territory. That means we're in a softer market. That means things are slower, taking longer to sell. We have more supply. And that's why for a lot of this year, back to the importance of using video and all those other things in your marketing is important. Months of inventory in attached single family units in PCB has gone from about 2.45 months of inventory in July and August up to 9.17 months of inventory by the end of the year. That's probably two main reasons for that in the PCB market. Higher interest rates will really, really affect this price point. Interest rates are getting better, but toward most of the end of last year, that was a real hurdle. The other thing is we're building more attached units. Even just what they're doing right around the corner in Ward Creek affects attached single family unit supply. If we look at pricing in 2024 in Whisper Dunes, I have this organized chronologically. So early in the year, we had a $335,000 sale over on Foxglove. This is a 3.2, 1,496 square feet, one of the newer ones. A little while later, we had a larger unit sell for 393. Similar size 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit sell for 395. And then interesting to see, another similar size unit sell a little less, 375. Smaller unit sold at 315. Notice the difference from 335 earlier down to 315. Another one of the large units now sold at 359. You see the price coming down a little bit in 2023. Look at those larger units sold at 393, 900, 395, then down to 379, 375, then down to 359. Those smaller units, remember 335. Now we have one at 315. Now we have one at 305. Raised a little bit, one for 325, 332, one of the larger units back up to 393, which is encouraging. If we look at detached single family, and this is months of inventory for PCB, and I have it priced between 400 and 750,000. That's a little bit of a wide range for Whisper Dunes, but I think you'll still get the point. Most of the year, from March through about October, this market was really still pretty healthy. 2.61 months of inventory up to 5. That's still at worst neutral. That's not a soft buyer market. We moved up a little bit towards the end of the year. Not surprising, the end of the year can be a little slower. So 9.43 months of inventory back to 5.2. So very, speaking about the whole market, it's still a pretty neutral market for this price range. When we look at Whisper Dunes specifically for 2023, not a ton of activity. We had a sale at 390,000 on a 17. Oh, these are all 3.2s, similar size, 390,000. When you look at all these other prices, that looks like a heck of a deal. 390,000, 565,000, sale at 525,000 and 520,000. We worked on this one. When you look at what's pending right now in the detached, well, in either market, this is a good way to see what kind of activity we have going forward. We have one unit pending in the attached market, one unit pending in the detached market. 390,000, which is a pretty strong price, or for the attached units. 519.9, a little on the lower side for detached. And of course, I'm going through this pretty quickly, so I'm not taking into account units that are on premium lots. Of course, condition and all those things matter, but this gives you a general sense of things. Looking at what's for sale right now, this will give us a really good sense of how much supply we have in the market. A couple units in the attached side, 277,000, 324,009, 350,000 attached, but this one's a little bit of a different animal. And then 375, 900. This is a 3.2 of one of the cottage styles. Only a couple of those were built. In the detached single family market, 549, 500 is the asking price, and 559, both 3-bedroom, 2-bath units. So, so far in January, things are still a little bit light. I'm going to include one of the data sources we really like to follow is this guy, Mike Simon, over at Altos Research. If you're not following him, I'll put a link to one of his videos in the comments below. Mike, for a lot of 2023, was relatively pessimistic on the market. I don't know if pessimistic is the right word or it's more realistic, but in the last month or so, he's gotten very optimistic about 2024 in the housing market. He feels like sales will be up by about 15% this year. The jury's still out on whether we'll have appreciation or not, or how much. That still depends on a lot of factors, but we've been encouraged by the last 6, 7, 8 weeks now that mortgage interest rates have come down. And we're finding that people aren't as sensitive to the actual number as they are just to the change in the interest rate. So if rates are moving down, people react to that more than the rate is at 6 or the rate is at 5. I think, mortgage rates in the low threes are ancient history for a while, but there's some encouraging signs there. So I'll include that link. Check that out if you'd like to collect data. Also, I know a lot of you are already on our e-alert system, which means you get automatically notified when something happens in Whisper Dunes. Let me know if you want to be signed up for that. I know a lot of you are also on my email list. Every Friday, I send out an email to let you know what I see in the market and how things are changing, what you may need to know. If you want to be signed up for any of that, there's no cost, no obligation or anything. I just like to get out as good, accurate information as I can. My number is 850-290-0417. If you have any questions, want to talk about the market at any time, you don't have to be ready to buy or sell. If you just want to talk shop, talk real estate, I'm happy to chat with you. Again, Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Thanks for watching.